What was that? That was the Heather phone that fell. Hello, everyone. How you doing tonight? I seen that there was already 100 people when I put the bingo card up, which is crazy. Jeff Patterson, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Nick Albuquerque, I know, right? Nick Albuquerque, the one, the only, the crazy man himself. Hope you're all doing well tonight. I hope you've had a great week. It's finally the weekend. Heather does not have her kid anymore. So if we don't, what's wrong with my live thing? Hold on. Let me just check something. There we go. It said there was 5. Never mind. Anyways, so yeah, if you watch the stream, I can't remember what day I did it on. It was sometime this week. I covered her having like the birth and everything. So we're gonna pick up from there. There's only about actually like 14 minutes of video, but she made a Facebook post, a couple of Facebook posts actually, a LinkedIn post, and what else did she make? I can't remember what else. I also have like some throwback videos to her other pregnancy, because I figured we could kind of compare the two. Because she lied about something, guys. So I was like, I want to show what the fuck she's lied about, because I don't know if I can trust what she's saying. I mean, Heather lies like it's fucking a sport. So I don't know. I'll play the stuff from this week, and then we can look at the posts like when she brings them up, when stuff's coming along. And we're just gonna take it from there. Also, thank you, Maggie, for becoming a member. I have one other thing that I have to get up here because I forgot. When something like that happens, where is? Oh my goodness! Give me 1 second, guys. That's the one. That's the one I'm looking for. What we're looking for. This is what we're looking for. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. So we'll kick it off with this. If it would actually work. Still not gonna work? Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I've been having kind of a crazy day with a lot of technical difficulties everywhere. At home, at work, just in life in general. So I was crossing my fingers. I'm like, I hope that shit don't happen tonight. It looks like we're off to a great start. But well, we start off with this and we'll go into the videos.
Rattering bam. I'm a wild Black Betty. Mattering bam. Black Betty had a child. Battering ma'am. I'm the damn thing going wild. Battering ma'am. I'm said a word, not a mind. Battering ram. I'm the damn thing going blind. Bam, lamb.
All right, so this was the first thing. I think this is the first thing, unless I'm completely freaking off here. It must be. She posted a bunch of emails to Nick, Detective Nick. I thought that would have been Nick Albuquerque. The big kids, Vivi and Lewis, came downtown today to meet their brother, and I continue to make every attempt possible at contacting my daughter and her father with the news. All lawyers are updated with copies of documentation circulated to other resources for safekeeping. Thank you. Thank God for your grace, love, and protection. Amen. So I think this was like she hadn't had the baby taken yet, and put in. She calls the NICU the NICU, which I think is the newborn intensive care unit. Which I think I have some documentation that would qualify to put a kid in there. So we'll take it as we go. I didn't think this was. I really hope I have the right video. It's green now, and then an FTR that I can't read because it's green. Okay, this is so she did. We haven't watched this. She did this live here from when she actually still had the kid. So this is where we're picking up from. I did not show this. I've only done shorts of this. That's where we are.
Hi, you guys. So it is 4/13 on February the 20th, 2024. This is Heather Gillespie. I am sweating profusely, so I apologize. I have gotten into the shower since giving birth, but so many of you have been incredibly supportive over the last several years of it.
That was like the last post as well that no, the very last post I seen was like a post of her kids and stuff. I'm not going to show that one. But she was like in the shower and she's like, I'm going to be held in contempt of court. I guess I'll be the last. I got to show that. You guys that one too.
Adversity. And I just wanted to get on and tell you guys that we have a happy, healthy baby boy weighing in at 8 pounds, 0 ounces, 52 centimeters. I just added on the name Weston Mateo. Mateo literally means gift from God. And I'm just very happy, very grateful. I was able to spend some time with all my children today, other than my baby girl, the 10-year-old who is at school, I assume. But the big kids were able to make it out here, which very grateful for the person who drove them. He knows who he is, a personal friend of the children's. You guys have come together in a way that has been so incredibly supportive, and I could not be more grateful.
I mean, she's grateful. I guess at this point, like she hasn't had her kid taken. She keeps saying she's grateful though. And she seems to be keeping her cool like way more than I've seen her the rest of the time knowing her. I don't know if that's like her plan. I also don't know if like she's determined because she's a mother or she's just determined because it means like she'll get the place to stay. Even though she's also been saying that like they've given her the place to stay either way. I don't know. It's all I really don't know what's real and what's fake at this point with what she's saying. This is still like she's in happy land. I think she thinks she's going to walk out of there with the kid at this point.
So just, again, as I wanted to say, it's 4, now 15 on Wednesday, the 20th of February. And we just wanted to say hello and thank you so very much for all of your support. We greatly appreciate it. So I'll be back in about a week. I'm going to take a few days off of social media just to kind of, rest and give the baby, some attention and love and do some more writing. But
Gotta do the writing. I fucked up my mouse. I fucked up my fucking mouse. I'm trying to figure out which cord to unplug so I don't unplug my mic or something. I don't know. If my mic drops, that's why.
I'll be back as I always am. Thank you guys so much for showing love. I really appreciate it. I will be still posting to all my socials with my regular content, and other things of that nature, but I'm not going to be checking in on any lives. My voice is literally gone from screaming from no epidural. Really quickly before I hop off, I'll tell you guys the birth story. So I have been insisting that we get into the hospital prior to going into labor. Xavier had other plans, and the day I went into labor, he was busy doing other things, running around. First-time father anxiety really got to him, I suppose. And I wasn't able to make it here until 12 p.m. On the night of my labor, or morning of my labor, rather. I was already 5 centimeters when I arrived, and they could not place an epidural until I had an entire bag of hydration. So I progressed from 0 centimeters all the way to 10 centimeters with no medication.
I've seen a lot of people comment saying like, that's impossible. Like that is impossible. It's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Look at that face. Absolutely. Is that possible? Do you guys know? Kenny would know. Kenny, how are you doing? Can you have an epidural when you're 10 centimeters dilated? Is it possible?
The worst pain of my life. I would try to breathe through. I don't know how ladies did this before medication. I really don't. The only way I could distract myself from the pain would be to be vocal, to scream. So I would just be yelling, until my voice could not produce sound anymore. But all of the energy coming from my diaphragm was still coming out.
It's still low? Okay, I didn't know because I'm not even going to explain it. I'm not going to explain it because that should be better.
If anyone's ever ridden the giant drop at Six Flags, the exact same thing happened to me when I was terrified on that ride. And they drop you and you're like, and it literally looks like I'm not screaming, but I'm giving it my all. So I think I bruised my vocal cords. Yeah. either way, I got the epidural 4 minutes before I had to push. And this little cutie.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm
is
not gonna show the kid much. I already showed the kid like once, right? So like that, I'm kind of can't go back now, but it's super low. It's the moon. It's still, I don't know how far back I am. I'll put it to max power, then it'll overpower me. I don't know. I need a volume mixer. I need a lot of things in life.
Result of all that hard work. So again, I'm very, very grateful. Could not be more grateful. You guys have a fantastic few days without me. As I said, I'm not going to be doing my usual FTRs. I'm just kind of going to be laying low. Xavier's father is giving us a budget for a different place to stay. I don't want to be too forthcoming about where that is, because even in trusting that people would not follow me, calling Chicago police and letting them know that I was on my way to the hospital so that they could give extra, assistance.
So she basically called the police on herself. She's like, I'm homeless. I'm about to have a kid. Can you make sure that no nefarious people are calling you guys on me? Like, does that make sense to you guys?
In the way of keeping harassment out, they've not been able to be very successful. There have been multiple intrusions, and most of them happen when my boobs are out or my butt is out.
So I don't know if she means they are intruding on her, like the imaginary people that intrude on her in the tent. If she means like CPS or DCFS workers, or if she means just like nurses or people in general, or stalkers. I don't know. I don't know who she means by this. She doesn't elaborate.
It's been an exhausting 2 days, and I'm very much looking forward to the opportunity to rest and relax in the next step for baby and I.
Why is she holding a pen too? She's like, I'm gonna do more writing while I'm in the hospital, opposed to, I don't know. Maybe she was writing like a proposal to keep her baby. Is that something you can do? I don't think so.
So again, you guys, thank you so much for all of your support and love. I am very, very grateful. You guys have a great day.
So that was her update from the, I'm pretty sure this was the last time we saw her with the baby. I could be wrong. She might have made like a couple of other posts, but it was just the baby, so I'm not going to show those. Let's see. I haven't read all these. The first one, 20 ways to prepare for a baby. You guys can let me know if this is a good way to prepare for a kid or not. Set an alarm for every 2 hours. Make sure the volume is all the way up. So the kid gets woken up every 2 hours so you can deprive it of sleep? Maybe you should just have like a watch on your wrist that vibrates. So if the kid sleeps, you can let the kid sleep. Fall asleep 5 minutes before said alarm goes off. What? Fall asleep 5 minutes before the alarm goes off every 2 hours? Make 20 cups of... Oh, I think this is supposed to be like... This is what your life's going to be like when you have a kid, so you better prepare for it. Don't shower, cry. Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought this was Heather's actual shit. This is just something Heather found on the internet and reposted. Heather's not going to post her own shit. So then this is like... So first off, hold on. I don't know why she posted this picture of her just like in the hospital looking weird. Whoops. That's way too far. Hold on. All right. Let's take a look at this real quick. So this is the hospital. It looks very interesting for a hospital. I guess, is this common for like a delivery room? Having like a little kitchen there, but there she is. She's like, go to this LinkedIn post. She's drinking a lot of caffeine for somebody who's supposedly breastfeeding. Go to this LinkedIn post. So then we go to the LinkedIn post and let's see what the LinkedIn post says here. Probably something completely rational, right? Right? I'd imagine. I should also probably turn this down because she won't be whispering in the other videos. All right, so fuck, maybe I should have done this a different way. I think I can read it. Building a medical billing, debt relief, and reimbursement campaign utilizing my experience with CPT coding and ICD-10 utilization in an effort to relieve patients and doctors This is what I'm thinking. So for what is the fuck is this? What is she talking about? Prior to final diagnosis being made in every testing, each private, commercial, and even Medicaid, Medicare policies reject claims, and doctors and patients begin to become frustrating standoff. I have to be able to read. Like, why is it so small? Okay, I'm gonna squint. I can do it. Can you imagine feeling as though something were wrong with you, with your health, but you can't call your doctor because testing you thought you would be covered by your health insurance, but actually it was rejected or denied? Most private doctors' offices by this time in 2024 have merged with larger corporate conglomerates. Places like Northwestern, Rush, ICU, Edwards, and Center. Why is she? Is this what she was writing with the pen and then she just typed it up and put it on LinkedIn? Private physicians' offices to join them, giving up much of their freedom in hopes of hiring, reimbursements, and their opportunity to rely on billing departments already in existence. Many of these physicians retire or are forced to join these large groups just to afford to keep their practices open. I would like to start a small private firm. You want to start a private firm, Heather? Like a medical firm that reviews previously rejected claims and then codes that were rejected along with the details of each insurance policy respectfully in an effort to recover some of the losses. Ideally, I would be able to do so from the comfort of my own home. Okay, sure. Doctors and patients would be asked for any cost up front. I would receive payment upon approval and payout to each practice. What the fuck? I don't think the maths, but okay. We would negotiate a rate, for instance, 10 to 50% of total reimbursement. So basically, she's saying like Heather Gillespie's gonna get on the case for rejected insurance claims, and she's gonna negotiate the rate with the hospital and then just take a cut of it. And she's gonna do this while raising a kid and taking care of Xavier because Xavier needs taken care of. Like Xavier's a kid himself, and Heather is not a very good parent figure. So like I don't know, man. So it goes. Oops. I think I paused it. I better pause it. Nope. Bro, hold on. See what's happening to me, guys? See what's happening in my life? All right. Pot. 1 second. 20. Don't play it. Don't play it. Okay. So then where do we end here? Has anyone had success in this type of debt recovery? Does anyone know if you must be represented by a law firm or if it's legal to engage in this type of business as solo entrepreneur? I'd imagine you would need some kind of like government go ahead, like for them saying you can do this. No, just any entrepreneur. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Can you just start an insurance company? I would assume no. I rate this post from my hospital bed less than 2 full days after giving birth to my 4th child. My heart and my soul is filled with love, but the cost of every meal I order and test I authorize has been weighing heavy on my mind. She just wants her medical bills paid for. That's basically what this is about. She's guising it. It's like, you know what? I could help out a lot of people with their insurance. So these are the comments on this post, at least from when I took it. Felicia Gudino says, this is actually a great idea. Only people who have had procedures, surgeries, treatments denied would understand and be sympathetic to this idea. Light bulb, Heather Gillespie. Alex Travis says, she's not going to do anything unless she's lying on her back for it or it requires zero effort. Her and her loser boyfriend of hers do not work. They are lazy. So Alex Travel didn't have very nice things to say. Neither did this guy, I don't think. I can't stay silent on this. You literally got evicted for not paying your rent and ended up homeless in a tent. Instead of working with local state resources to get back on your feet, you willingly got pregnant twice. Yeah, after having your other 3 kids taken. This is like, that's what I'm like, Is this just a replacement kid? Is this just because the city was like, oh no, there's no places for single people, there's no places for you and Xavier together? But if you had a kid and then you're like, all right, we'll just keep trying to have a kid, and then this will happen. Yeah, you refused to go to the hospital, mostly due to the fear of drug testing, and you documented your FTRs, which stands for the record, and to labor. Now you want to give medical billing advice? No, for real. Yeah, medical billing advice from the 10. How does LinkedIn keep your profile active? I can't with this scam. Would it be a scam? I mean, like, a cop told me this once because I found a scam and I was like, do you guys want to do something about this? And they were like, no. And I was like, well, there could be victims. And they're like, if someone says yes to this, then you have to have some knowledge like that this is a scam or else you're complicit. And I'm like, that's terrible. There's some dumb people out in the world. But yeah, I think you'd have to be pretty naive to think this is legit, but who knows? So now we're going to go back into some videos here.
Good morning, you guys. So
this was the day after the kid got taken. So this is when she is very upset. This says, they said an anonymous caller gave them a tip and that an Airbnb is not adequate housing, which my lawyer has advised me is not true. Who is your lawyer? Has you been talking to Nick Albuquerque again? Awaiting the court hearing info to come later this morning. So grateful for my big kids to got to spend time with the day. What the fuck am I reading? So grateful my big kids got to spend the day with me and my baby in the hospital before this happened. Family bonding and love. Please pray and send great vibes because I'm holding on for dear life. This was on the 22nd. So this was just yesterday.
I know this is going to shock everyone. It's devastated me. But despite what we were told by the city of Chicago, that as soon as baby was born, Xavier and I and the baby would be taken to a family shelter. DCFS came to my room yesterday, accused me of giving myself an at-home abortion in the past,
which you, like, based off of what you said. So I'm going to show you guys what she said before, and you guys can come to your own conclusion if this would qualify as an at-home abortion by her own words.
Has never happened.
Did happen, and I'm gonna let her finish her lie so I can show you. Well, I mean, like, she has to be lying in one place or the other, or maybe they're both fucking lies and I don't know the truth. Maybe no one will ever know the truth except Xavier, but he's probably too zonked out to know what actually was going on.
For those of you who've been watching, I lost a twin pregnancy December 26th at the hospital.
No, that doesn't track what you said before.
By going into preterm labor. They also accused me.
So going on to the other accusations, I want to show you guys this real quick here. Let me get it pulled up. Share this one instead. I gotta use this one here. Did I not get it? Okay, this isn't the right one, that's why. This is the right one. And here, I'll blow it up for you guys. So this is from Crazy Train. I have some Crazy Train videos I'm going to show you guys tonight, but this is this is the original story that she told back in May of 2023 this year.
I was pregnant after being, okay, so let me put this on the record also. Xavier and I, when we were living with his father in the Gold Coast, we were told that was going to be our apartment, okay? That was going to be for us and the kids. 8 or 9 hours passed that Xavier is having sex with me, and I am completely out of it. Halfway conscious, opening my eyes, and then falling back asleep. He remembers it. I remember it. He says it was just him. I think there were more people than just him. He says it was just him. I end up pregnant after that.
So that's the conception story.
So with twins. So the pregnancy was confirmed by Rush, by Delnor, by Northwestern, by my private physician. I had numerous ultrasounds. 3 days before Christmas, Xavier, and again, I'm telling you, it was not Xavier. Xavier doesn't treat me like this. Scratches the fuck out of my cervix with
right. So this doesn't sound like she's at the hospital. So Xavier scratches her.
His fingernail in the middle of the night. I wake up in the night screaming and crying. We were at MD Bull's Airbnb.
You're at Airbnb. It doesn't sound like the hospital.
And 3 days later, we go to the Airbnb in on Addison. December 26th, I miscarried. So I went into preterm labor. I started contracting and I delivered the fetuses in that Airbnb. And
in that Airbnb, so not the hospital. So see, like, she has to be lying in one place or the other. This was more recent, like, or this was closer to the date that it happened. So I'd assume this was the real story, right? And the one that she just told is a bullshit one because she doesn't want her fucking kid taken from her. So yeah, we're gonna come back to this video after because, like I said, there's not too much stuff from this week. I have the wrong things open. Give me 1 second. I gotta switch this back over this way. Whoa, wee wah. Whoa, wee wah. All right, so let's go back to more of her lies. Let's see what else she's got to lie to us about.
Being on prescription pain meds, which I'm not. I already did a tox screen. So that was also a lie. And then the last indication was homelessness, which I've been broadcasting the entire 40 weeks of pregnancy. So they kept my baby in the NICU, and Xavier and I are still sitting outside the hospital, heading back there now to pump.
So they said they're still sitting up outside the hospital, but then, like, they can't. I don't know, man. I don't even know what happened. I was reading chat too. She said 2 other lies, but I didn't have them.
So
maybe I should put it back because this is my fucking show. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. 6 something. All right, Heather, tell me your lies.
They're still sitting outside the hospital.
No, that's not back far enough.
Preterm labor. They also accused me of being on prescription pain meds, which I'm not.
Okay, prescription pain meds. But maybe that shit got into your system because Xavier does some prescription pain stuff there, and you were on, like, marijuana. Like, you smoked a fuckload of weed during your pregnancy.
I already did a tox screen. So that was also a lie. And then the last indication was homelessness.
You're definitely fucking homeless.
Which I've been broadcasting the entire 40 weeks of pregnancy. So,
yeah. So how is that?
So they kept my baby in the NICU, and Xavier and I are still sitting outside the hospital, heading back there now to pump. So
it's still on TikTok. I know that it was on her Instagram. She claims to have deleted everything off her Instagram, but she's literally posting to it like now. I think I should actually make sure I grab some of it. Oh, I know. I already got everything. But, like, she's something, man. So this is right before the cop incident.
So we're heading back there today. I have all of the rest of anything that my baby might need. He's been on breast milk ever since birth. He's not had any formula yet. They have not run out yet. Thank God I have an oversupply always.
I think, is that like to keep the kid kind of bonded to her? Like, in her mind, is that why she's doing that? Because she I thought it was bad to breastfeed if you drink caffeine, and she's drinking, like, she drank Dr. Pepper right there. She's drinking like a coffee and the other thing. She smokes weed. Like, her, I don't know, man.
So we're on our way back.
Guys going over to St. Joe's, they have a problem.
All right, I gotta put this up. So this is actually like audio from a scanner with places redacted of what was happening right before this this story was recorded.
I'm in the ER for information. Security is in the ER.
We'll check in a minute.
Okay. All right. Just so you guys don't run into it, the security just called. At St. Joe's, they have a male and a female white couple inside refusing to leave. 1932.
So I know it's a little low. So basically they're saying, like, there's a white, 2 white male and females who refuse to leave.
32.
Are we holding you down on anything? Are you helping out over there? Or are you clear?
I'm clear.
All right. Can you please go over to St. Joe's ER lobby? This ticket says, call. We don't even have a name. All right. Female called, says she had a child on February 19th, and they're refusing to give her her child.
Sounds like our girl. So had a child February 19th. They refused to give her the child.
Okay, you find out what's going on. Some type of confusion.
4935.
35.
Yeah, I was there earlier with that. I'll go over there and talk to him.
32, you got to waive up on that. 35 is going to handle.
935.
935.
Yeah, is Sergeant Hager still around, or if he's not busy, swing by. These people are requesting to talk to him personally, if available.
So I don't know if that's like the hospital staff requesting to talk to the sergeant or them specifically. Like, get your sergeant here. The sergeant will get my baby.
All right, 1920 for info.
1920.
And 1935 is over at the hospital St. Joe's asking for you. I guess the person's over there is asking for you in particular.
99 squad.
35 sergeants around.
Okay, so we just have like 10 police officers here. Probably more than 10 police officers. Well, not more than 10. About 6 police officers, I'm exaggerating. Because after agreeing that I could bring my breast milk, they tried to say that we could not, and that we could not bring even beyond the property. So they said that there's someone car within the hour to pick us up. The police gave us some snacks and water and stuff. We'll see what happens.
So apparently, she said the police gave him snacks and water. So that was nice of him. That was nice. Like, so, because I think that was like 3 kind of spliced together. I think the first one, it was like the staff being like, these people are here, they won't leave. Then it was Heather calling, being like, yeah, they won't give me my baby. And then they were like, oh, we need the sergeant, was the third one.
I'm going to go back and pick up my breast pump from the area of storage. My boobs are so hard. I need to pump immediately. And then the sergeant was able to get clearance from the NICU that they would accept the breast milk. So,
is this like her OB-GYN thing? I don't think it's called a NICU, right? Like it's the NICU. That's what normal people call it, the NICU. Am I wrong?
We'll be back.
And then, like, yeah, so I can also get that pulled up. I'm going to pull it up after because I'm lazy. But, like, there's specific criteria on why, like, a kid would be held there. So it was probably, they did a test on placenta or something and then threw it in there after. Or threw him in there. I shouldn't say it.
What an awful feeling. Like, they said that they don't want us to try to steal the baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't have anywhere for the baby to live, and you haven't shown that you're an adequate parent, as of lately, at least. For the United States Attorney, there is no case for myself nor my child. That doesn't sound good. No case for yourself nor my child, and I should follow up with the law enforcement, pick up my child from the NICU. And then so she called this person, the DCIF person, and 911 and the state attorney, and then more other people. Because that's how they roll.
And the state's attorney says that DCFS never actually filed any sort of case to put my baby in PC, and that there is no pending court date.
See, and she has a really poor time understanding just how things work in general. Like, she thought that it was her court date when it was Dylan and Marissa's court date. Remember that? When she was like, I don't know why Vine Services is telling me to go to court. It's like they weren't at all. So I don't know if she's understanding properly what people are telling her and relaying the information to us. Because she went to court. Today she went to court, apparently. So there must have been a court date.
Policy in the state of Illinois is that you must receive an administrative hearing within 24 hours of the time your baby is placed in PC. So my baby's in the NICU, and I still haven't been given a court date. And then I received this. So then I call the police, and I'm like, hey, is this person even really with DCFS? Because the state's attorney says there's no case for me.
Fake DCFS worker. They're all fake. Everyone's a fake person.
No case for my son, Weston Gillespie. That's weird. The police officer goes up and gets this.
So don't look at this. I'm gonna zoom in over here. It's mirrored, so like you can't read it, but I'm gonna have to blur that after. She's showing a bunch of stuff she probably shouldn't be showing a camera. I don't know if she knows that or not, or
So
stop showing it, Heather. My stuff's blurry too, so that's working for me today. That's good. But we'll just go up in this corner here for a bit.
they are trying to apply for payment for a foster family to take my child. When I have a place to go, that's taxpayers' money. Everyone's saying
It's the same taxpayers' money anyways. If the taxpayers' money is going to go to a foster family, why not just put me in a fucking house? That's what she's saying.
well, why don't they just give the baby to you if you're going to a single family apartment? You're only cited for homelessness, right? Which is true.
Stop.
So the only reason they're taking the baby is because I'm homeless, but now I have a place to go.
I don't think she shows it anymore after this.
We have our own unit in a shelter with a case manager. I'm waiting. The pickup request went through, and they're supposed to be here between 3 and 4. Me, Xavier, and Weston.
So I don't know what she means by the pickup request. Like she sent in a request to pick up her kid, or to pick up keys for this apartment that she's going on about. Did Xavier and her just go back to the tent? Like she said she needed an Uber to Humboldt or something, and that she got a place. So like, but she posted. I don't know. It's confusing times right now, at least for me. Where is X? X is around somewhere. I've seen him pop up here and there in the background, I think.
Finally got accepted to this place. So I will continue to apply for work as I've done my entire pregnancy.
It's just a shelter. Okay. Thank you, Camden. Thank you.
And we will go to this place, even though I get really weird about feeling like I'm locked into places and stuff. I'm very, very grateful beyond any words. And just ready to have my baby home, ready to have my baby home.
So this is like someone snitching on apparently on Stacy. Also, I was trying to click something over here. Yeah, if you guys ever have questions or anything, I sometimes miss the chat because I'll get into my own thing. But there is a lot of good people in chat who know like this pretty well, so they can usually answer your questions if I am off in my own little world here. But this is what little Narky McGee over here was like, Heather, it was your Aunt Stacy who called them. She admitted it on Facebook or Instagram. She is the reason that this is happening. It's on her. If you comply, you can get a place. Even if you have a friend with a home and a room for the baby, you'd be allowed to stay there and get him back. You did your talk screen, and they have the records that you didn't abort your twins. Keep your head up and comply with the DCFS people. You will get him back. Don't let this break you. You are strong. You can do this. So many people believe in you, Heather. Please contact a trusted friend who may have a room for you and your beautiful baby. You can do this, mama. I mean, like, if she could, she had Cassie. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know about Cassie, bro. But probably shouldn't show that. Is amazing. The emotion for them. I don't know what the hell she's talking about up here. But yeah, they it's fucking everywhere. I'm gonna have to blur so much of this shit. Mamma mia. But yeah, that's how Heather thanks you. Is she'll just post your number to fucking Instagram if you tell her something. This is a DCFS worker. That person. And this is really green. How am I gonna see? How am I supposed to see this? You said you would call me back this afternoon. I haven't heard from you since yesterday morning, and I am now getting emails saying someone's pretending to be me, calling on various adoption agencies. My baby is not up for adoption. I'm sure you can understand why the situation is suspicious and scary for me as a parent. What? This is the DCFS worker, though. Okay, well, I have lots of questions. When I called the state's attorney looking for court date information, they say that there is no case. In addition to that, the baby is a newborn and he needs to see a pediatrician within the first week and multiple times within the first month of his life. I mean, I think they would know if they're running shit, right? I breastfeed him and I'm not trying to blow up your phone, but you promised to contact me by the end of the day and I've not heard from you at all. Please call me back as I have several questions for the welfare and well-being of my child. I mean, if she's trying to show that she cares for the kid, like, I guess, even though she's probably going about this the wrong way, because I don't think this is the person for this. She isn't. Oh, maybe she does, but she's showing she actually cares, or she's putting on a facade that she cares if she doesn't, right? I think it's for the apartment. That's my thing.
We got accepted to shelter. If anyone can order us an Uber, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, so yeah, shelter. Got accepted to shelter. Feeling so grateful, which is crazy. So maybe like that's one of the conditions. It's like, all right, if you want your kid, you're gonna have to stop going to this tent and doing drugs. You're gonna have to get into a shelter. I wonder how Xavier feels about all this. If Xavier's like actually off of drugs right now, I don't know. That might end pretty crazy. She said, I miss my baby. I feel like this is the only way. So thank you to the Salvation Army.
We're at St. Joseph's Hospital and we need to get to Humboldt Park. The Uber is like $10, but anyways, if anyone could please Uber us, that would be very, very grateful. Otherwise, I have to walk. And, you know, the baby that was in my tummy 3 days ago that is no longer there has caused a little bit of stress in the area, if you know what I mean. So if we could get a ride, that'd be fantastic. If you guys can Uber us, let me know. I don't have the Uber app, but I would gladly send someone the $10. I needed to share this beautiful cotton candy sky with you.
How do you, I guess, I don't know. You just get into any Uber these days as long as it's paid for, but why don't you have the Uber app? That's kind of weird. Look at this nice cotton candy sky. Also, hello, Your Highness. How you doing tonight?
Because you guys have been so supportive lately, and I'm super grateful. And just the fact that we're getting this housing assistance after myself personally 4 years of applying.
Well, you could have went to the Salvation Army anytime. Where is Xavier? We haven't seen him much. I know she keeps saying we though. Like we as in she's it with Xavier, so maybe it's just me assuming.
And guess what else? They called back about the court date, so it's on for tomorrow. I am praying, you guys, I need all the prayers in the whole world. Please ask God for grace and mercy and just to bring me my baby home. You guys know how important newborn bonding is, you know? And my son is only a newborn one time in his entire life. I'm trying not to cry, trying to be more emotionally competent.
Which I'm actually kind of impressed at that because I was expecting a Letitia freak out, like a Heather. She's gone off about so many other crazy things. Like I thought this would have been the tipping point, but she has been like eerily calm, which maybe should be a little bit concerning as well. Like maybe this is the calm before the storm where she's gonna go fucking crazy.
But my baby is only a newborn one time in his whole life. And I breastfeed, and I just want to be with my child. My big kids are safe. They're with their father and their cousins and their aunts and uncles. My baby needs to be with his mom. All right, so I've been at court.
I don't know, man. I don't think you should have got homeless. I don't think you should have got pregnant homeless twice. Like this is. I was telling someone this. I was like, she had 9 months to get her shit together. It's like she waited until the kid was fucking born to try to get her shit together. So even if this is half genuine, which I don't even know what the motive would be, right? I think it's just for the house. I'm still like, you just too little, too late almost, right? Like, fuck. Even if they had spoken with my exes. Oh, okay. So she's going on about they spoke with my exes, which probably didn't give her a very good character review. And even if they had spoken with my exes, we haven't been together in the same room in probably 8 years, longer than 3 to 5 minutes. It's all irrelevant. I don't even know how to take this seriously anymore. Like, what is this? You show up to their fucking houses every month with a bunch of food that they tell you they don't need or want. They know you. You text and call them constantly. They know your character. They are a good reference of character.
It's Heather Gillespie using Muse Energy.
What? Muse Energy? What the fuck does that mean?
I'm representing myself in this case.
That's not a good idea.
Trying to go pick up my child, baby Weston, from the NICU. I have to go there and drop off milk to him anyways. The state has literally presented nothing but hearsay. DCFS is lying and saying that they spoke with my exes. They have not. And I've proven that.
That's all a hearsay? How do you prove something you weren't there for?
And just waiting to present that to the judge. I've also proven that I'm a good mother and intelligent and that I've had a psych clearance because they're using all of these lies that are easy to disprove. So my next question is, if this isn't corrupt, then how do you explain I have proven with facts, with doctor's appointments, with testimony, with witnesses?
This was the show. This was all the time she's prepping in the tent. She's going on being like, Xavier, stop flicking your light. I'm going to be showing this in court. All right. This is like what she's been preparing for. Maybe that's why she's so calm, because this is like game day, right? Maybe she knew in the back of her mind something like this is about to happen. So she said, I have to really show that I'm sane. And then once eyes are off me, I can go back to crazy old Heather.
All of my points, but the state has no points that are not hearsay. Any lawyers want to weigh in?
Okay, so that was like the last story before she posted this. Oh, wait, no, I do. Wait, hold on. I do have it here. Do I have it here? I'm just seeing if I have it on my. Whoa, what is this? Oh, that's her Facebook. I thought I was gonna have to. Okay, I do have it here. So then she posted this one after. In the shower at, I guess, Salvation Army.
So per a judge's order, I'm not allowed to discuss anything about my case anymore on social media or on streaming in any way, or I could be held in contempt of court.
I'm not a lawyer, guys. I'm not a judge. I am not even American. So I thought contempt of court was for if you were acting out in court, or if you're disrespectful towards like an official, like the bailiff or someone in court, right? I didn't know that a judge could say, don't do this or else you'll be held in contempt of court. Like, I thought it would have to have been like for Letitia's thing. She had something specifically in her probation that said you can't post to social media. So when she violated it, she had a warrant out for her arrest and then she went to jail. But I didn't know. I don't know if Heather knows what she's talking about. This is legit, basically. But if judges can do that, I learned something today.
So I have to write all of my notes from here on out in handwriting on paper. And I deleted all of the other posts. I keep on pressing delete from the.
So the other thing, like, I think everything is still there. I could be wrong. She says she's deleted all the posts, all of the evidence, which again, if she did actually do that, I'd have to say not something I'd expect her to do. Why won't it let me open the profile? No, all the posts are still here. Like, they're all still here. I don't know what the heck she's talking about. All right, whatever. She says they're gone. She says she deleted them.
FTR section and it won't delete. But that's the only video that I have left, and I didn't really say anything in that video. It makes me sad, I feel like I have no rights here. You know what I mean?
So I'm just going to keep posting to social media. Like, the exact thing I'm doing right now that they said I'm not supposed to do, I'm doing it anyways. So I have no rights.
That's my baby.
I'm sure it wasn't don't post to social media at all. It was probably just like, yeah, don't post regarding your kids. It was probably a suggestion. If you want to get your kid back, I would advise you to stop posting on social media. And then Heather probably was like, like acted out wild. And then he was like, if you keep acting like this, I'm going to find you in contempt of court. And then she was like, oh, if I post on social media, I'm going to be held in contempt of court. That's what I think. That's what my brain thinks, but I could be wrong. I'm really far behind in shit. Sorry, guys.
I know.
All right, so that was it for the Heather post. She posted like her kids as well, but I don't want to show the kids. Like it's just her kids. All right. So we'll show. Let me just get this prepped here. There's hockey on the screen right now. So she's posting earlier today on Facebook. So this is like from 7 hours ago. A lot of the stuff is like unavailable. Like I can't see what it is. I don't know if it's like her own posts. So they're private. She says, I'm talking a cure, not a sedative. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what this was. God, I miss these days like so much. Don't know what that was. This is interesting. So about a year ago, like in 2023 in February, she had 1 million views. With over 1 million views, finding clients for new businesses should be simple. Should be, but if you're Heather Gillespie. So she posted, if you can clearly see with over 1 million people who have been watching me online, informing opinions without knowing me, this contradicts itself. If there's 1 million people been watching you online and they know you, but these people at DCFS who can watch the same content don't know you. Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Without knowing me, you think you work for DCFS. So how is this illegal? How is this legal that you would accept allegations from people you don't even ask identification for? How do you know if they did or not? They don't need identification. It could be a fucking dog. Could have just like dropped a laptop in front of a person and played one of your videos and then be like, oh shit, I don't think I would trust this person with a kid. They don't need identification. Furthermore, how is it legal that the court system expects these allegations into court? I said expect because she spelled accept with an EX. Accept these allegations into court is what she meant. Please criminally indict every single person involved. Hashtag justice for Weston. So that was her crazy post. And then she just keeps doing, and I pray. So like taking trips down memory lanes, and then it's going to be like pictures of the kid after that. That was from 2 days ago. So that was like her Facebook. Little updates on her Facebook there. What else we got? We did that one. We'll keep Battering Ram up just in case we need that. So now would probably whoa. Actually, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Now would probably be a good time to take a smoke break. Yeah, we're almost an hour in. And then when we get back, I want to watch one of these crazy train videos of like the other pregnancy, the crazy pregnancy. Because I want to see like if this was the same kind of game plan, you know what I mean, or what was going on there. This one. Well, I gotta switch some stuff around. This one has some crazy stuff in it as well. Like the rest of this, the one that I was showing you guys before. I also have this PDF of how understanding of harm maltreatment in Illinois. So like how they would evaluate and put like a kid into the end ICU. Maybe I can link this below so you guys can read it if you want. I don't really like reading. So but basically I'm pretty sure the kid would have had to have had some drugs in his system for them to have done that. So yeah, we'll do a quick smoke break here, like quick five minutes max, and then when we get back, we'll watch some throwbacks of the first pregnancy, unless anything else comes along, and I'll play it like in real time. But I think she's she's been posting a lot less lately. She has kind of kept her word for that at least. So, yeah, I will be back in a flash. Why is it doing that? My camera keeps disconnecting. And I wasn't even trying to come back yet. But look, I'm back now. I have to be. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're running on shoestrings and gumballs. So I feel like I run my shit. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me pull, because I seen Tina Marie's comment, but then I seen Aunt Stacy was in the chat. So hello, Aunt Stacy. Hope you're doing well tonight. You are an all-star for helping make sure that that baby's safe. So there was a highlighted part that Tina sent me. That was this part here. And the percentage of children in investigations with substantiated risk harm increase. I don't think that was the thing that was highlighted, but it was next to this graph. Oh, I think it was this thing up here. Some examples of this type of neglect include exposing a child to an environment that puts the child in danger, such as selling or manufacturing illegal drugs, witnessing domestic violence, allowing an abusive parent to access the child despite a court order, and risk to child's health, physical well-being, or welfare due to caregiver substance use and or mental health. I think that was the part. That was the part I was supposed to read. So that is that is that, and this is this. So we'll watch. Let me just check to see how much this is actually. Yeah, so there's only like 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes left of this. There's some pretty good stuff in here for what it is. And then I don't know if we'll get through this whole other video, but this is the other one is from the other pregnancy. I guess this, well, this is from May. So this was like 5 months after the pregnancy here, but there's some good stuff in it.
Both babies passed away. Rest in peace.
Oh, she actually triple lied, right? Because Crazy Train caught her in a lie. She was like, "This isn't what she said this time." Triple lie on play. That's like a hat trick lie. So it says some of you may know or not. Xavier and I lost our twin pregnancy at 18 weeks. The day after Christmas, I began contracting in bed and thought it was just Braxton Hicks. But around 5:40, I delivered one fetus in the shower just before paramedics arrived to rush Heather to area hospital for surgery and emergency blood transfusion. That's a new part of the story that I haven't heard before. And in the other story, she said that they had the miscarriage at the hospital. So I don't know. And then Penosaur. Fuck, I forgot. I should have asked Penosaurus for that screenshot. Penosaurus has a screenshot of Heather Googling like how to give yourself an abortion, I'm pretty sure. So I really should have had that screenshot for this stream. That would have been smart. When I do the weekly recap for this week, which won't take as long as the last 2 weeks have been, because there's not that much this week. There's been a lot of crazy stuff this week, but it hasn't been that long. I'll throw it in there because that's like another contradiction. So let me see here. How long? Because Crazy Train probably kept this up on the screen for a little bit.
8 or 9 hours passed that Xavier was having sex with me, and I am completely out of it. Halfway conscious, opening my eyes, and then falling back asleep. Xavier, and again, I'm telling you, it was not Xavier. Xavier doesn't treat me like this. Scratches the fuck out of my cervix with his fingernail in the middle of the night.
December 26th, I miscarried, so I went into preterm labor. I started contracting, and I delivered the fetus in that Airbnb.
I had to have a blood transfusion and emergency surgery. I don't really know who. I don't really understand why.
Yeah, send donations. That's the send donations face. I thought it was very weird that she was like going from like smirking and smiling to like that face, the send donation face, when she was talking about going to give the breast milk to the kid.
Why or who or how this is going on still.
Serena. Oh my goodness. Serena, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships there. That does call for a oops. For this.
Rattering Bam.
I'm a wild Black Betty.
Mattering Bam.
Black Betty had a child.
Battering Mem.
I'm the damn thing gone wild.
Battering Mem.
I'm said a word, not a mind.
Battering Ram.
I'm the damn thing gone blind. Bam, lamb.
I fucking love this shit.
They're not letting me work. They're keeping me in a fucking tent. This is the 4th year that I've been displaced from my home. I've never been homeless before this 4-year period. They destroyed my car. They beat me. They won't let me see a judge. I filed hundreds of police reports. Anytime I call law enforcement, they say no investigation. No investigation has been started. My kids, I raised them from the day that I born them out of my body until November 24th, 2019, at which point a man was trying to break into my house. My kids saw
I mean, this is pretty much the same song and dance. Let's go to the other one. Let's just, because I do think we've seen like bits and pieces of this one anyways. And I think like the fake dentist was actually earlier before that part. So let's go to the X. Do you guys have the X? No, you guys probably don't have the X. You guys have like Six Flags, not the X. All right, trigger warning. This is the other pregnancy. So, Heather uploaded the following picture and caption on November 14th, 2023. I think we get a robot to read it, so I don't have to read, because I don't like reading.
This is me in 2020 before being stalked, harassed.
Oh, it's not a, what am I saying? It's Crazy Train. Crazy Train's reading it. I thought it was like a, I don't know.
Beaten, bludgeoned, robbed, and raped, among other severe torture methods, including but not limited to psychological torture with sound and light, sleep deprivation for 5 days followed by sexual assault. When I finally fell unconscious and went to sleep, and being deprived of food and water for days at a time in 2021. I have filed hundreds of reports to the state of Illinois as well as the federal government. I was also impregnated by suspected rape in 2022, and the babies were killed at 18 weeks and the bodies were stolen.
I think that's a really important detail to notice. They were killed? What do you mean by that? What do you mean they were killed? That doesn't sound like they passed away. Who killed you? Did you do that? I can't say that word too much on YouTube. I don't think YouTube likes it. I gotta say trigger warning and stuff. They might not like this. Well, actually, Letitia was fine to be monetized. It just was like Xavier's dingling. That's like the line. They're like, no, fuck, we can't monetize that one.
The EMS and the police who responded to the call have no comment on where the fetuses that would have held genetic material to the name the rapist went, and I was treated at Swedish Hospital Chicago for 3 days following the loss of life on December 26, 2022.
Oh, something I forgot to comment on earlier. I don't know how I missed that. It must have been reading chat or something. The kid is named after her. Like it has her last name, not Xavier's last name. Even though wouldn't it usually be the dad that the kid's last name would be? The kid's name is Weston Gillespie. At least that's what she was saying when she was talking to us about the court doc. It's because I was too busy like zooming in the corner and trying to get that fucking paper not show on screen. That's why I didn't catch it. So I found that odd. What do you guys think of that?
To December 29th, 2022. Upon discharge from the hospital, I was fired from my job at Katir. Corporate was being harassed by a YouTube channel dedicated to making fun of me called Crazy Train. I've been seeking a...
You got a shout out, Crazy Train? I don't know if Crazy Train's here, but that's fucking amazing if you got a shout out from Heather.
Assistance since 2019 and filed numerous police reports and complaints, as well as petitions directly with the Daily Center at 555 West Harrison.
Okay, it's Gillespie Montoya. Okay, so it's both their names. That's nice.
That have all gone unresponded to this day, November 14th, 2023.
I don't know. I'm too zoomed in. Okay. So the babies were killed and the bodies were stolen. I didn't even catch that part. The bodies were stolen? What the fuck? Who stole the bodies? Heather's search history for a few weeks before the babies were delivered. Oh my god, does it have it in here? We don't even need pen. Well, we do need Pentasaurus. Obviously, we need Pentasaurus in life, but we might have the screenshot in this video. That's amazing. What? Heather. Heather. That's, I don't know. I don't know why I'm like surprised. I guess like seeing it more crazy than and then the spooky. Yeah, yo, and on the black market. Yeah, stolen, right? They were stolen. Are you sure you didn't sell them? This is actually kind of fucking dark. This is really dark, actually. Like, this is Letitia levels dark. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, she's not as dark as Letitia. Maybe she is. What the fuck? Oh, just terminating it on the black market. I pieced other pieces together in my head that weren't there. She wasn't trying to sell because okay, she wasn't. I don't think she's trying to sell it on the black market. I hope not. Okay, yeah, we already read this one. Okay, I spoke with Xavier again. He seems super different in overall attitude and vibe, say. Sometimes he's very affectionate and sexual, claiming to have a sexual addiction. Other times, zero interest in sex and cold/flamboyant mannerisms and verbiages. Neither of us have been informed on what happened with the bodies of the fetus delivered preterm in the home on 12/26/22. Confusing and lonely. What do you guys want to do with the... I don't know. This is weird. Where was I in January 2023? It's not here. What the fuck? State of Illinois, as well as the federal government. I was also impregnated by suspected rape in 2022, and the babies were killed. Why does she keep saying killed? She keeps saying killed. Hold on. At week 18, and the body stolen. The EMS and police who responded to the call have no comment on where the fetuses would have held genetic material to name the rapist went. What the fuck? Isn't that not how it even works? Like, isn't that why it's really hard to try to find a dad unless you can make someone do a DNA test, right? Because they can't just be like, oh, that DNA, it's him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would need theirs or something. That's what Maury said. Remember Maury, guys? Is he still around? Have they upped their DNA testing? Maybe I'm thinking in the past here, but I think that's how it used to be. Boy and I was mutilated internally at 5 months pregnant with twins. Oh, yeah, because Xavier with the cervix thing. So I'm not reading all of this. If you guys want to read it, you can. But basically what she described before. Oh, Mari retired? He doesn't do new shows anymore. It's just having reruns now. I didn't do shit when you're pregnant.
But I'm not Marissa, so I don't get to have any fun or do anything fun. I only can come out when I'm pregnant and can do nothing. Isn't it fantastic?
The babies passed since I gave birth early at 18 weeks to twins, and they passed. Obviously, they were not developed enough, and that was at home, and I had to deliver them myself in the shower on the day after Christmas, December 26th.
Well, this is completely contradicting the what she was saying earlier too.
The only thing that makes me feel better,
she said this a bunch of times then,
thanks, babe, is being creative and working on these things, these shoots, these photo shoots, these...
Oh my God, the fucking photo shoots, bro. Like, I don't even understand the point of the photo shoots. Is it so she can look at the picture and be like, wow, remember that photo shoot? Like, I don't get it. Do anything else. Go paint on a rock. I would have more respect for that.
Treatments, these scripts, these podcast topics, all of this. So thank you guys all for being supportive, and a million times thank you. Say thanks, babe.
Thank you a million times.
Xavier says thanks a million times as well.
And the
What's this?
person who I'm supposed to be married with, after getting me pregnant with twins this summer, who passed away December 26th, where EMTs had to arrive because I went into preterm labor in the Airbnb we were staying in the north side of Chicago. Both babies, 18 weeks, 1 day, December 26th, day after Christmas. Both babies. And after they take me by ambulance to Swedish Covenant Hospital, and Xavier is forced to clean up all the blood and everything.
You forced him? Xavier's forced to. What is this? Someone take like a... This is a weird pip. Like, where is this taken from? Maybe someone's house. It looks like someone is like, I don't know, on the top of monkey bars or something, like hanging out of a window.
We call because the only other time I lost a child, I was 20 weeks pregnant as well. The baby passed away. I was with my first husband, and they buried the baby for us. They had a whole service and everything for free. So I'm asking, where is the body? Where are the bodies of my babies? 20 weeks, that's 5 months of pregnancy.
I'm so glad she doesn't say this anymore. I've never heard her say this. Where are the bodies? Where are the bodies of my babies? The dead babies. That's just some fucking crazy shit. Like, those words coming out of my mouth isn't good. Like, what the hell? What the hell, bro? Mamma mia.
I've been carrying twins. I can feel fetal movement already. I've had multiple ultrasounds. I have photos of the babies. Now the babies are passed away, and neither EMTs nor the Chicago police nor the fire department that responded can tell us where the bodies are.
Heather also claimed the pregnancy loss was due to, Xavier Skitcheratiner. So I don't think would there be records? I mean, there'd be a record of, I guess, the ambulance being called because she went to the hospital after. But it wasn't like it was 18 weeks, right? I don't think there'd be like there must be some kind of record though, right? Now she's working out.
You want to be on camera?
Mm-hmm. The Real Housewives of Naperville.
He's so weird to see him inside. More of Heather's search history about the twins. Let's see. Okay, unsafe abortion, unnecessary maternal mortality. When Brazil banned abortion pills, women turned to drug traffickers. A post-Roe world would pave the way for new black market in abortion pills. The rise of DIY abortion in Texas. What the hell? Everyone can die. Have you ever been robbed, raped? Again, stabbed 11 times. She switches it from like, how many times did she usually say? 12 times? I want to say it's 8 or 12 times, but 11 is not the right number. Weed over the head with a tire iron. I think there's just a lot of typos in this. Separated from your children, had your car to face. And ultimately destroyed. Had to face your car and ultimately destroy it right after your final payment. Then impregnated while being paralyzed for 8 hours, being only semi-aware as they fucked your body for 8 solid hours, and then ended up in ended up pregnant with twins who die 18 weeks, 1 day. You have to deliver in the shower. She was on her Letitia Collins shit at this time. And you get the blood transfusion. Then be thrown outside in the snow. That shit I just mentioned isn't even scratching the surface of everything that has been done to me in the past 3.5 years. What would you say to someone like that? What I'm saying now, what the fuck? What the fuck? I really don't give a fuck if the last thing I say to someone is nasty. No one gives a fuck about me, clearly. A lot of this, though, is all self-inflicted or the result of very poor decisions. This tire iron thing, you shouldn't just pick up homeless people and have them live with you in your car for 3 days. All this other stuff, like, it's not even, I don't know. If it is true, then why would you stay with Xavier? If Xavier was there and he said, like, I don't think that happened. I don't think it happened. But, like, let's say if it did happen, if you're convinced it did, why the fuck would you stay with Xavier? So I have to assume that this is all bullshit and you just want, like, donations. Like, people to feel really, really bad for you. Yeah, this is the craziest part. Again, waking up in the morning to a space I'm not familiar with. All my bags have been rifled through. I am angry and upset, and Xavier seems like a stranger. Not even 5 weeks ago, we laid together in my hospital bed, mourning the loss of our twins, delivered early at only 18 weeks. Now it's delivered early. They didn't die and get stolen. 1 day gestation at home myself. Wait, what? She's making it sound, I don't know. Never mind. Another extremely traumatic experience, delivering your own dead infant child. Yeah, she had to get back into this shit. I'm not gonna read this out loud because YouTube is not gonna like me, bro. But you guys can read this if you want. And then being rushed to ambulance to Swedish Covenant Hospital for a blood transfusion and emergency surgery, only to be released 3 days later and forced into the same cycle of abuse as before. I gotta say, I like the new Heather better than this one. This is a fucking dark Heather. Those Google searches, though, bro, man.
Until I gave birth prematurely, went into full-fledged labor, contractions and everything. And both babies passed away. I literally gave birth to the babies myself, delivered them out of my vagina to my own 2 hands.
It's beautiful, Heather. I think if Heather says it, it's okay.
Ambulance took me to Swedish Covenant Hospital where I was treated. Obviously, I needed a DNC to remove the placenta. I didn't go into birth.
Oh, yeah. I don't know have I mentioned that? I should have probably mentioned that during all of this time that she's describing this. She videotaped that, sent it to her fucking boss, and then was like, I don't know why I got fired. And then also posted to TikTok. It's still on TikTok. Had it posted to one of her Instagram accounts. That's how I saw it, because like I record her Instagram stuff so we can watch it on the streams. And then that popped up and I was like, oh my fucking God. So I've seen that shit. Like I've seen that video and it's terrifying. I never want to see something like that again. So like, and that's how I knew that she was at the fucking hospital, and that was bullshit. I just wanted like a video of her saying it, because I'm not going to show you guys that video. That's insane. But yeah, why is it going on this rant? Yeah, because she sent it to her boss. That's right, Your Highness.
With the afterbirth on my own, I had surgery as soon as I arrived. I stayed in the hospital for 3 days after that. That was, I believe, January 1st, so New Year's Day of 2023. And I was just not okay. You know, I was 3 days after losing 2 babies. I had to walk from Harlem and Belmont because Xavier and I had nothing clean, no clean clothes, no clean blankets, nothing. And we had no Airbnb reservation. So I finally got an Airbnb on the Northwest side called Michael's House, an Airbnb. There's a review in the Airbnb reviews section there.
Oh yeah, there's lots of reviews.
From Michael. And we walked. And that was near Higgins. So from Harlem and Belmont to near Higgins, 4 days postpartum after delivering twins at 20 weeks gestation. And it wasn't a miscarriage, because a miscarriage is, it's like, oop, I got my period. I went into labor and saw physical baby body parts come out of my body and a sack with the baby in it. Big difference. Both of them are tragic. Delivering something that looks like a human that comes out of your body, also traumatic. Okay?
So these are scattered through, like, I think I must have covered some of these because it was Friday the 13th in October that I started covering Heather, because I remember I did a Friday the 13th stream. So November, I should have caught this, whatever this was. And she has like the Pokemon tent.
Okay, so I wake up every morning and I do the same thing. I first put myself into a positive state of mind by texting my children. Texting my children makes me force myself to not cry like a little baby, which is what I really want to do going into month 12 of being held in this tent. We spent 4 months outside prior to when I got hired at Getir and getting us Airbnbs for the whole winter last year. And then February 15th, my Airbnb account was hijacked by I don't know who, some sort of hackers. And we have not found another solution that we can afford that's $300 to $400 a week. So we have literally been in a tent since February 15th. We have filed numerous
Wait, she sent the video to her daughter? No. Did she? Is that legit?
tickets with 311, which is the city's shelter placement, and not heard back. So I just write on the wall because otherwise I run out of motivation and hope. And I say this every morning. I read it. I will remain positive and hopeful for myself, my children, my environment. And then I just straighten up the area where I'm sleeping, which is just my clothes. I have a duffel bag back here filled with clothes. All my luggages have been destroyed. It's my backpack, my purse.
Got the fucking hair dryer going on again. I mean, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do you guys know? Actually, I was going to go off track and say, just said what? What did you just say? I'm behind on chat. I'm not behind. I know. It's wild. It is wild. It's a wild place out here. People cutting off their father's heads and putting it on YouTube. We got fucking Heather sending crazy videos like that to her boss and posting it to social media and giving it to her kids. This is it's a sick world out here.
Clothes, my novel, some more clothes and laundry soap, and some accessories for my makeup. All my production equipment has been stolen. All my yoga and fitness equipment has been stolen or destroyed. And this is literally everything I have left. A yoga mat, a sleeping bag. Well, I bought both of the sleeping bags and the tent. But I gave that one to Xavier. And yeah, okay, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got you. I wanted to make sure that was like a thing. Chaos. Yeah. Fucking chaos.
I'm about to.
I remember this. With this, she kind of like, I don't know, maybe not blackface, but that's a face mask that's black.
put up another video
She looks. Look at her.
of the fucking bullshit that I'm dealing with and have been dealing with since 2019. This is a perfect example of oppression. I've been working on a coffee table book. I've been working on this idea, developing this idea for years, okay? I lost a lot of my
Angel dust is an anesthetic? What? Like they use angel dust in hospitals? No. Really?
artwork. I'm trying now to use Google Photos to share with Xavier the content that I want to use. And I want to layer it. I want to take captions. I want to take my poetry, my photography, my modeling, everything, and put it all together as a coffee table book. Watch carefully what Google Google Photos is asking for.
I remember this. Yeah, I remember her not knowing how to use fucking Google Photos. I do like the coffee table book idea. It's a pretty fun idea. I really like it. And yeah, fruity and slip would be the best terminology for that. Yeah. Her saying like killed the twins. But since I'm just gonna skim through, see if there's any other videos from like back in the day more. Maybe not. If we're like in November, because we've seen all these on other streams. We're an hour and 30 in. Like I could probably wrap up now. Unless there's like anything else. I'm just thinking if there's anything else there. Anything else we can bippity boppity boo do? Yeah, these are all from. Did she get her date wrong? I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Because we're not in November 2024 yet. Okay, yeah. So these were all. We've seen these. We have seen these. Let's do. I don't got anything else for you guys. I don't think I have anything else. That's it. Heather wasn't very active this week, and I did like I was trying to keep you guys updated more this week as stuff was happening. So when she had the kid, if you guys want to get caught up on that stream, there's that. That's where the other half of the week is, and yeah. So next week we'll go back to normal. I'll just do like a live stream for Heather on Friday, and then I'll do like shorts. I'm behind on the shorts. I gotta put more of those out. And then I'll do the weekly recap, and then that'll be that. I did a King Cobra, that guy, JFS. He's an interesting man, stream of members only, and he's pretty interesting guy. So maybe we'll cover him on like the public streams this week coming up. And I don't know what else I have planned, but I'll let you guys know as I go. I hope you guys all had a great week, and you're going to have a great weekend. I will see you all, if not throughout the week, next Friday. And hopefully Heather, I don't know, doesn't do something crazy, right? But if she does, obviously, you'll see it here or on someone else, one of these other creators' amazing channels, if you didn't want to wait till Friday. But I will see you guys all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.